fundamentals. As we look to the road, how they got here. You just saw Rodolfo Luat making it barely by defeating a very game Muhammad Zulkifli from Indonesia, 11-8, a mistake-filled match. On the other side of the coin, Hui-kai having his way with Bustamante. That's where we stand right now. Luat from the Philippines going against Hsia of Chinese Taipei, and the two best pool nations in Asia, Anthony Sante, at work against each other. And right now, what's up at stake for the Philippines is they have never lost a leg or even an exhibition this year in the Asian 9-ball tour. And as I say that, Anthony Sante smiling. Just about what we expected, Anthony. We expected this to be a very, very close encounter as Hsia is checking out the break. And, he's going to call for a re-break right here. Or sorry, a re-rack. This is the third time we've seen this today.
Twice from the Filipinos, earlier from Django Bustamante in our first semifinal, and Rodolfo Boy Samson Luat in his semifinal encounter against Muhammad Zulkifli. Did that very first time we're seeing this being pointed out by this lad from Chinese Taipei, Hui-kai. So
ready to roll, I think.
Break 7, score 4-2.
But the good thing is they've solved the problem of that glare. And so nothing the players can complain about anymore.
Yeah, I wonder how they did that. Or maybe the sun just moved, huh? Naturally.
Is it going to be another dry break here? Plus a scratch to boot.
Boy, oh boy.
Fall, boy hand.
You know, that's twice. Remember when Francisco called for the re-rack before? He ended up losing that rack. Now they make the adjustments that he wants, and that number 4 is a culprit coming over and banging it in. Wow.
Hui-kai has broken 4 times, and all 4 times he's come up dry. And to make matters worse now, it's ball in hand.
Yeah, chance to go up 5-2 for Luat.
And 99% of the time, ball in hand with these guys, it's a run out. Because they can actually start from whichever spot on the table they'd want. And everything begins from that great position. Well, luck still shining here on Luat in the early stages, and as far as he's concerned, he's got to take advantage, Chuck.
He'll feel he's due.
Because the tide can swing. And when I talk about the tide, I'm talking about luck. Luck can really just swing from one player to the next.
I think everybody, in fact, in any sport, they will tell you to be a champion, yeah, you need the skill, yeah, you need mental fortitude, all of that, the training, but you also have to have that element of luck. And without it, it's, you know, it's that intangible.
Luat now going to his left hand. And he might not be too pleased with that one.
That's a close fit on the 5.
That's the trouble when you go to your opposite hand. Obviously, it's not as good and as well trained as the other one, but he manages.
That's a good point, because on the surface, I guess your average fan would say, well, you know, he made it with his opposite hand. That means that he can shoot with both hands. Yes, but placement of the cue ball afterward is just as important.
Sometimes even more crucial than actually potting the ball. A lot of people don't realize that these players make potting look so easy because of the position that they take prior to that. It's the total package that you need in order to become a champion.
Yes. Yeah, safety play comes into that as well. Okay, so he needs to get the ball down this side, and it looks like he's going to do that. Wow. Maybe a couple more revolutions would have been better. He's not real pleased, but
I don't know why he didn't put a little bit more juice on that one. There was no question that would have been short.
yeah, I think it's an easy shot, but
remember, in the semifinal, he's missed a couple similar to this one. That's why he doesn't want to give himself that much of a challenge. Well, he passes this test.
He goes up 5-2. So the hiccup, and really the breaking now, is not falling Xia's way. And he finds himself on the long end of a 5-2 deficit as we go into our 3-minute timeout, folks. And this finals here at the 2006 San Miguel Asian 9-ball tour from Kaohsiung. Get the feeling that Shaw is going to make another charge here.
Knocked that down, and he's got good position for the 2. And now the crowd here inside the Business Exhibition Center, knowing that things have started to open up for Hsia, at least in this rack.
Yeah, the momentum is obviously turned around. I mean, again, we're seeing one of these matches where there's one match and then there's another match within a match.
Once again, opting to go to his left hand. I used a bridge in this instance. But he gets away with it. Not the best of positions, though. I just can't see why he wants to take some chances at this stage.
Boy, just enough rotation on both the cue ball and the object ball then. And that's a good looking table for Hsia.
Just have that come off the left side. There you have it. Take the 5 into the corner pocket. Keep the cue ball in the middle of the table right after that. Oh, he wants that to stop.
Yeah. It rolled a little bit further than he wanted to, but still not much bother.
Because he wanted to take that into the side pocket, which should have given him instant position for the 7 to the opposite side. Now having to do much more work.
Oh, my goodness. Now, Anthony, is that just a case of nerves?
No, because he was worried about position for the next ball, which is the 7. He needed to take the 7 into the opposite side pocket, which I was talking about.
To come up so short.
Because look, he's got great position now for the 7.
Yeah.
With a stop ball, he has great shot. He has a great shot on the 9 ball to finish off this rack.
Yeah, I'm not questioning the shot selection. I'm questioning why did he miss it so much? How did he miss it so badly?
Look at this one. This is also not the best of shots, but Hui-kai Hsia was, you know, players will do that. They think too much about the next shot without realizing you never get to your next shot if you don't pocket the first one.
Yeah.
Now it's just a lapse in concentration.
Okay, well, it's going to cost him whatever. So.
And Lubat is going to take advantage here.
Absolutely. 9-6, and that hurt the campaign of Hsia deeply.
And that just might cost him the championship.
It could. 9-6 is your score, and one more to go the hill, 2 to win. We'll be right back and witness it all in just a moment.
It's Rodolfo Boy Samson Luat going up against Hui-kai from Chinese Taipei. This is the final of the third leg of the San Miguel Asian 9-ball tour here in Kaohsiung. That horrendous miss from Hui-kai gives Rodolfo Boy Samson Luat rack number 15, and he now leads 9-6 in this race to 11 encounter. Luat up the break here in rack number 16, looking to get on the hill.
Rick 16, score
Last time
9-6.
Luat came up to break,
Rodolfo break.
he had a dry one. His second dry break in this match. One ball goes down. Not the best of looks at the one. That's going to be a really long shot and a difficult pot at that. You may want to look at the option of playing a safety shot. But once again, it depends on, how comfortable he's feeling. That one actually thought about falling down into that side pocket. It would have served Luat well, because he had a better look at the two. Let's see what he does here with the one. Oh, he went for it. Is he going to get past the 9? No, it won't. He would have been much happier if he totally avoided the 9. Now he's going to have to kick at this. Or can he see just a portion of it? Yes, he can. Gonna try to use the 9 as a blocking ball. And he fails miserably. Hui-kai now with an advantage. He can try to lock up Boy Samson Luat with a counter safety shot. Absolute silence here inside the business center.
Yeah, well, they want to give Shaw all the advantage he can possibly get. This is crucial.
He wanted to come behind that green 6, because now this is potable, but of course at the same time it's very missable from this distance, and at the same time Luat will be jacking up.
Snug up against that cushion there. Every shot Has make or break championship written all over it at this point. Oh yes, that's huge.
Comes into contact with that 5. I'm sure he didn't want that to happen, but nonetheless.
Well, he can make his adjustments for that a little bit later, but that was huge. He had to have that. He misses that, and you know, you're looking at 9-7, then Hsia to break.
Just studying his options. I believe he has an entire pocket to work with because that 5 will pass the 8. But going to the other end, he's going for the combination here.
Yeah. Little choice. Boy, I don't know, Anthony.
This is going to be a tough one.
I mean, if he makes this, you know, he may look back at it and say, this is what put me over the top. But if he misses it, well, let's see what he's given his opponent. Nothing. You know, one of those unintentional two-way shots.
To a certain extent, you can say maybe it's a two-way shot, but at the same time, remember, look at the position he's got on that 6. And no position on the 9, actually on the 5.
So even though he missed that shot, he doesn't do himself that much harm.
And the veteran that he is, I'm sure that was lingering in the back of his head. He doesn't want to give Hui-kai any breathing room. That was very well played. He jumps it. This just might open things up.
Straight on to the 8. My goodness.
Well, crucial to get good position on the 6 after he pots the 5. And he's gotten it.
Yep. Smattering of applause.
Probably the few Filipinos in the stands.
Ish and 3 were friends. Oof. Right rotation on that ball.
Which is going to leave himself on the 50-yard line once again. Talk about being neither here nor there. And at the same time, after this tough cut, these cuts have not been kind to him today. He's going to need great position on the 8.
Better lately. And that was huge. That was huge. And look at the position he's given himself.
And that had to be applauded.
Yeah. No matter who you're for. So back to a commanding lead. Now we saw Luat start off strong, struggle in the middle with his nerves, and come back. A couple mistakes and really aided by the dry breaks of Hsia. 10-6, he's on the hill. 1 rack removed from victory and keeping the perfect Philippine title dreams alive. Perhaps their goal to win every leg of the San Miguel 9-ball tour, and well on their way to doing that. As we look how he finishes it up. (10-6) is your score. This evening time descends on Kaohsiung, and perhaps evening on their favorite son too, Hsia. The wrong end of the stick here, 10-6 in this race to 11. Luat needs just to win one more, take home the $10,000 prize, but this guy is certainly capable.
17,
and what
10
Luat
to
needs
6,
to avoid is
Shanghai
another
break.
meltdown like he had in the middle of this match, Anthony. He was missing some really easy shots. By all rights, perhaps this match ought to be over by